Hey guys, I'm just about done with the review at this point, but I had to just say really quickly that I don't know why the lighting is horrendous on this video that I was making. I don't know if it's because I used a yellow background and a white base, or what's going on, and it doesn't reflect the light well, or it reflects it too much, or something. But just the FYI, the lighting is really bad throughout this, so I apologize. But it's still informative. I still went over anything. There's some major issues with this figure, so if you can, just put up with the bad lighting and yeah, sorry. Thanks. Hello, friends. It is that time again. Another figure that I got in that I am excited for. One of my most anticipated this year, or I guess I should say last year, 2022. Yeah, it's finally in. The Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Black Panther. One of those top pre-orders that was on my list that, I don't know how you guys are, if you guys pre-order a lot of different things, but like some of them are the stuff that you really want, and some of the other stuff is like stuff that you think you might like. But I stopped doing that. I stopped ordering stuff that I think I'm gonna like, and I only order stuff that I really know that I need. So nowadays, when I get a new figure in, it's a big deal. It's like, anyway, let me pop this guy open and stop rambling. Alright, there's his box insert. One of the cooler ones, I think. Trying to, that glare, oh well. But yeah. Right off the bat, first thing I noticed when I opened this guy is, usually when these figures come with effect parts, they usually have like their own place somewhere in the packaging. Like for instance, the claws that have the like slashing effects on it, and then you have the fists with the vibranium punching effects on them. They have like their own slot in the plastic. But I'm very surprised that the like outward exploding vibranium effects, or like the almost like a discharge effect. They don't have their own slot or anything. They're just in plastic baggies in the back, which is kind of weird, but I don't know, maybe not a big deal. Alright, first I'll do the accessories, I suppose. So here is his vibranium spear, done very nicely. It's pretty much all silver, silver paint that is, except for the, I guess, grip there, which is black, but this is done really nicely. High quality piece there. He comes with a pair of vibranium like punching effects. There's the fist there on the back. Then you just peg the whole thing in there to his wrist peg. And you don't have to add the effects on or anything. They're already on there. Then he comes with a pair of claws with slashing effect. These look really good. These look great. So it's like they on the fingertips, like where the claws are, have a nice silver paint. It looks like the claws are like out and extended. And then there's a slashing effect on the back of the hand. So again, you don't have to add the effect or anything. The effect is it comes attached to the hand. I was gonna say built in, but I guess it would be built on. But yeah, they come attached to the hand. So again, just peg the hand into the wrist peg, and the effect comes with it. Then he comes with a pair of open, like semi-relaxed hands. Yeah, I guess it's just like open, relaxed hands. Comes with a pair of holding hands, spear holding hands. They're specifically for the spear, but you could, hold just about anything, whatever fits in there. And then a pair of fists, or a set of fists, I guess I should say. Yeah, a pair of fists, whatever. And the figure itself, out of the package, comes with like slashing or more like splayed out claw hands, similar to the ones that have the effects on the back, except these ones don't have the effects on them. So good. Okay, and then lastly, for the accessories, he comes with 4 pieces of this what kind of effect was that? Like vibranium, like energy discharge effect. What is going on with my lighting? Yeah, so he comes with 4 pieces of this like vibranium discharge effect. I'm trying to I have no idea what's going on with the lighting or the way that my camera's picking up the lighting today. I don't know what's going on, but 4 pieces of this like a kinetic energy release discharge kind of effect, and then 2 stands for it, and then they connect together. Then you put them in the stand. I'll show you just in a second. And then he does come with a regular stand, as it seems like all of the Revoltech figures are coming with nowadays. But let me put this together real quick. So these effects, they have like a T shape. Let's see. Yeah, so they have like a little bit of a T shape, and then the holes here, the like the peg holes, also have a bit of a T shape. So what you would do is you'd come in from the inside and line those up. That's how you connect those, and it's pretty seamless. Looks pretty good. So there's just half of it. That's just 2 of them together. And here's all 4 of them together. And all throughout, well, not all throughout, but there are holes. I think there's 2 holes in every effect, in every part. So 8 holes total. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. There's holes in all of them, so you can put them on the stand wherever you choose. I'll show you that right now. All right, so here is the effects set up on the stand, just to kind of make it look like he's expelling some kind of power. I don't know. Yeah, there's several ways to use it. You can obviously use the effect however you want, but that's just kind of what I had in mind. So, if it's like this and you just have it on your shelf, or you're just, displaying it somewhere, it looks great. If you're like me and you take photography, I mean, all you got to do is cut off the bottom a little bit, and, it looks fine, looks great. Looks like he's, expelling some kind of energy or whatnot from the vibranium. So, yeah, those are those effects. I think they look really cool. And also, you don't have to do both. You could just, if you needed a shorter effect or something, you could just do one. Right, so getting into the figure, this should be the fun part, the good part. But when I was messing with him just a little to get him in this pose to show off the effects, I already found some really glaring issues with mine. I don't know if they're all like this, but it's pretty major for me. The legs, the knees, for some reason, are super floppy. They just barely hold their position. And when I first started posing this one, they're equally, well, yeah, they're equally as loose. They barely hold the position. And when I was first trying to move this one, I guess it was a one-time thing, but the knee came apart, and I have other Revoltechs that have this single cut joint, and they always have like a big disc in there. There's like basically like a big fat peg and a big fat hole. It's kind of like a disc. These are actually pegs, round pegs at that. So if you, like maneuver this. I don't know if you can see it splitting right there, but they're like round pegs, and I don't know why you would put that if it's just like a cut joint for the knee. But anyway, whatever they did is not good, because these are extremely loose and they barely hold their position. And when you team that with the fact that the feet are kind of small, they don't have a real wide base. They're very narrow. I don't know if it looks like it in this picture or not, or in the shot here or not, but the feet are kind of narrow and kind of small. So I was having trouble balancing him up. So that's a big issue. The knees and the small feet. But besides that, bring him in here a little bit. Besides that, you have your typical new Revoltech style. Double ball peg on the neck. So large ball down in the bottom where the neck meets the body. Smaller ball peg where the head meets the neck. So he looks all the way up. And then just the head itself looks down about that much. And then the neck takes it all the way. The chin tucks all the way. So a lot of range there in the neck. And a lot of side to side. So that's pretty free. That's pretty, you can do whatever you want there. And then he has these, I don't know what they're called. I don't think they're called butterfly joints, or maybe they are. But these joints where you can take the whole sides of the abdomen back, or bring them all the way forward, so you could bring the arms across the body or do whatever you need to do. But yeah, so those function as good as always. And then the shoulders are on the double ball. I guess it's double ball peg, or not sure what this kind is called, but it has like the hinge at the shoulder, and then there's an open ball where it meets the shoulder, so you can rotate the shoulder however you need. Plus it has the bicep swivel, and then it has it's technically a single cut joint on the elbow, but it's like the shoulder where there's the hinged joint that goes into the bicep, and then there's a ball that free roams on the bottom. So it's kind of, I guess, technically a double. And yeah, you get full range there. The gauntlet swivel, and then the hands are on the usual, I don't know what these are called, but it's like the ball that, you can go up and down, and then you twist it over, and then you can take the hand side to side. Just depends on how you have that positioned. I don't know if that's your standard ball peg or what that's called. But yeah. And then the torso has 2 points of articulation. There's the upper torso that goes down about that far, which is already pretty good. And then the lower torso goes down. So sky bends over really, really, really far. Really good torso articulation. Just as deep as you could possibly want. Just a small gap opens up in the back. So that's good. Very, very good. And then sorry, I'm messing around with the camera a lot here because my lighting is so off and so bad. I have no idea what happened during this review. But anyway, it has the thigh swivel, that upper thigh swivel. So you get that swivel there. The leg comes up, not very far, but oh yeah, not very far at all. About that far. I guess. It comes more, but you have to go out. Yeah, it kind of kicks out. Oh, that. Ugh. That's. I hate that, man. I really hate that. So yeah, the leg does come forward, but you have to kick it out and maneuver a little bit. And then you saw those knees. They do, it's a single cut, but it goes all the way. Really good. There's a swivel at the top of the boot here, at the calf. And then there's your, Ankle rocker. Ankle rocker doesn't work in this inward very good. It runs into the bottom of the boot there. Let's see if you can pull this down. Oh yeah, never mind. If you just pull it down off the ball a little bit, because the ball's kind of, or the foot kind of goes up in there, and then you can yank it down, and then that frees up the articulation a lot more. So never mind. Ankle rocker's fine. Goes forward, fine. Goes back all the way, and then toe joint. So yeah, everything you need. You know, some of the better second generation or newer Revoltech stuff. You know, all the technology is getting a lot better, but those knees they're really killing me. And I don't feel like I'm nitpicking. I feel like knees are really important. I mean, that's like your base, right? That's holding up your figure. So, yeah, I'll mess with this guy some more and try to get him post up some more. But there's really no like getting around that. The knees is not like you can pose your way out of it. They're really weird. Again, I don't want to pop it off again because it popped off really easy the first time, but I don't want to like force it off. But again, there's like a ball and socket, even though it's just like a split joint knee. So weird design, and it doesn't work on this guy. But other than that, he's cool. The rest of his articulation is actually really good, and he looks awesome. The details are great. Everything else functions well. I'm still excited to like pose him up and get him in some action shots and whatnot, but that's a big bummer. Final verdict on this guy is I'm really glad that I have him, and it's probably now the only Panther that I'm going to like have and use. But the legs, they really got to me. I don't know, but I'm still gonna use him. Still gonna enjoy him. He's gonna be my go-to Panther. I do like the style. It's kind of like the MCU version, but after the MCU version, that's kind of how his comic costume started looking too. So it really works well for whatever you want to do. So it's an all-around go-to Panther, and I do like it. Everything else on him poses great. Just the legs definitely suck, but not enough for me to not recommend because it could be just mine. So yeah. Anyway, hope you guys get him if you want him. If not, whatever, then don't get him. See you guys on the next one. Later.